My name is Rhapsody. Welcome back to Slay the Spire, where we're going to be continuing with the Bard. Oh, yes. Beautiful. Quickly pop that off at the very start. Perfect. All right. Let's get going. 21 for a random rare relic. Yes, thank you. Wing boots. You may ignore paths when choosing the next route to travel to 3 times. As soon as we are able to, we'll use that to hunt some extra elites, I feel. All right, I'll go to a really early shop to just look for a particularly helpful card. Hang on, do I full defend here? Do I full defend here? Well, all blocks require the defend before the buff. All right, it's full defense. Fine. No need to take damage, especially considering I've already taken some. Okay. 2. Then I'll Inspire Strike, I believe. Yeah, Inspire. That gives us a small block. Strike. And I'm still not able to kill. Dang. That's fine. Backline enemy has to stop attacking sometime. Well, I thought they were going to stop attacking sometime, but they definitely stopped attacking eventually when they, died. Fermata, gain 11 block and QA rest. Rests can be queued like other notes, but do not count as notes for other effects. Phantasmal Force, gains 7 temporary HP. If the enemy is weak, deal damage equal to your temporary HP. I like the idea of going for like a debuff deck with temporary HP right now. But Dervish Dance is going to be really, really good for getting me through early elites. Fine. Take it for that reason. Oil Painting. Start each combat with Inspiration 100. Neat. Oh, hang on. Well, Discordant Voices here. Also, Magnum Opus is hilarious. Gain Inspiration 25. Permanently increases card's Inspiration by 25. Ooh, get that early enough and then just, well, destroy everyone forever. I suspect I actually take Discordant Voice here and Vicious Mockery, and I try and get Discordant Voice to do a lot of the effects for me. Cue a lot of debuffs and a lot of attacks. Sure. Seems like that'll be particularly handy. Entropic Fairy? Probably attack potion over the fairy, actually. Ooh, lovely. Well, let's strike Vicious Mockery and then Inspire Dervish. Right, deals 20 damage here. Sure. 20 is pretty neat damage. And now we've got a ability to pick up an attack up. Now, is there... Ooh, there is. So that attack, and then that attack, and now I get to activate damage medium as well to all enemies. Neat. Dex Potion versus Fairy Fire, of course. First Strike. I still do want to build a deck that's all first strikes, but I am worried about going to the third act and then just dying to spikes. Fairy Fire, apply 1 vulnerable to all enemies. I mean, obviously that's really good with Dervish, but the problem is I have to play that so long before I play Dervish, because Dervish obviously needs all of the attacks to be queued. But Fairy Fire is also 0 mana, 2 triggers of Discordant Voice. Sure. Let's give that a go. Well, this is difficult. I actually don't know what to do here. I suspect Attack Potion might be part of it, but I do want to save that for the elite. I can Vicious Mockery and then weaken again. Fine. Get the second weaken, then I'll Strike and just Inspire the Riposte. I just want to get as much defense as I possibly can now. Now have the ability to go damage small. Yeah, sure, I'll do that as well. Alright. Almost getting us back to damage. Hang on. Yeah, there's no benefit from a blue followed by a red unless I have 2 hits of buff afterwards for Inspire, so just double attack there. And finish them all off. Thunderwave. My gosh, does that look perfect for this. We queue in a lot of notes like that. Oh, I love it. Let's get the Discordant Voices upgraded. Discordant Voice, rather, singular. Thunderwave gets us an attack up. What else can I really get done here? Well, attack, Vicious Mockery gets us a medium damage, and then I can throw out a Riposte, so I can use a small damage. I know I could just save those until the next turn, or rather I could have saved the final one till the next turn. Which I suspect might have actually been correct now. Balestra is a great pickup here. Yeah, I'm going to Inspire, Balestra, Strike Dervish for the kill. Getting Peanut Butter at the start of combat, gain 8 temporary HP. Ridiculously powerful. Gun Point, Tiny Heart. No. No, I'm fine without those. I do want to get as many upgrades as I possibly can on this first floor. 2 vulnerable to all enemies. Great. That's really important. I mean, 2 vulnerable to all enemies is trick. That's trick. Short range teleporter. You may skip rooms, instead entering a room 2 floors away. Has 2 charges and kill bosses or elites to regain charges. No, I will never use that. I will always want to get the value out of every single room. So instead, I'm going to take the key. I don't know. Maybe we end up going to the heart. Crazy things have happened. Spire, no. Mockery just gets 2 more damage. That's real weak. Well, Dervish Dance clearly is the next upgrade that we take. Whoop. Whoop. Hup. Hey! Yeah! Gremlin Horn's a great pickup for us. My only goal... Ooh, yeah, the peanut butter is also there. Lovely. My only goal here... Oh, and the Gremlin Horn is even attached to our helmet. Beautiful. My only goal here, ideally, is just going to be... trying to generate as many strength ups before I wake up the enemy. I'll weaken him next turn. Actually, weaken isn't even going to last. I may as well just damage. Then we'll take Discordant. Okay. Okay, Discordant can be Dervish. And then that'll get me my attack up. I'll set up Inspire and Fairy Fire here as well. Okay. Yeah, none of these are great setups for us. Let's go for a Vicious Mockery. Weaken the enemy for an extra turn, happily. Dervish for nothing more than setting up a medium damage. Then defend. Good. We start with Thunderwave here? I suspect so. Strike, strike. Don't really want to go for the weaken. Alright, how do I generate defense out of here? All blocks require a buff card. I have no buff cards in hand. Artifact Divine Protection. Yeah, all of those require it as well. And there's no reason to keep all of those around forever. Yeah, I guess I'll throw out the extra week in there. Fairy Fire. Throw a strike, and then I can Dervish for some serious damage. Follow up with a damage medium. Good clear. Whetstone upgrade to random attacks, as well as Greater Magic Weapon. The first attack you play each turn also applies one vulnerable. That's fine, I guess. Not super into Balestra here either. Discard a card, cue notes as though it were played. That actually seems like it'd be a great way to defend for this deck. And Whetstone upgrades a Thunderwave as a strike. Nate, I'll drop the Liquid Bronze to take a Steroid Potion, so that'll help me push through an Elite or something like that. How many more cards do I really need to upgrade in this deck? Like, Quick Swong and Inspire. Sure, I'll hit both of those, actually, before you even get to the next floor. Alright, this is going to be my first hop across, then. This is a good one. This is a good one. Pretty pleased to have done it. 1, 2, take my attack up. Does weaken? Oh, weakens all of y'all. That said, I'm going to want to use 2 attacks next turn in order to get damage medium off. That's obviously far better for us. Oh. Well, apparently that's not available. We'll make every enemy vulnerable. And in doing so, expose them to the ability to be weakened. I'm going to inspire this so that I don't have to play too many more cards. Alright. So it's Thunderwave Dervish, right? And that'll set us up for our kills. Beautiful. I managed to pick up Bottled Lightning upon pick up choose a skill. Started to combat that on your opening hand. Fairy Fire? Just makes it so everyone's always vulnerable. Shout. Deals 12 damage. Enemy loses 2 strength. Decrease this card's strength loss by 1 this combat. So you can remove a total of 3 strength from a character by playing it twice. Then it just stays in your deck as a 2 mana 16 damage? I don't know about that. Double the enemy's weak and vulnerable. I mean, I do ideally want to put more and more debuffs on my enemies, and it'd be nice. Yeah, let's take Demoralize. Sounds good. And yeah, I think I will do the Fairy Fire on the opening hand. I mean, that makes Demoralize far better. Speaking of making Demoralize far better, let's make Demoralize far better by upgrading it. Okay. Quick Song discards Dervish, just so that I can get Strength up. Then I'll Fairy Fire, followed by a Strike and a Riposte. Sets us up for a damage medium next turn, if we desperately wanted it at the time. 18 incoming damage. Yep. Throw out damage medium, and probably Discordant Voice, Inspire, Defend. And then I'll weaken the enemy. We'll see if we can actually perfect this fight. I've even got the ability to just pick up more Divine Protection right now. I should have considered that. I can't believe I didn't consider that. So Thunderwave gives us the ability to weaken here, and then Vicious Mockery gives us the ability to weaken here. Okay. This is a studied strike build. Good to finally see one. Good to finally see one. So Studied Strike increases its effect based on the amount of debuffs that the enemy has. I'm gonna Inspire Thunder Wave, being able to pick up another attack up if I want, or I can weaken. I think I'll take the attack up, because I'm not benefiting really right now from weakening the enemy as much as I possibly can. And, I mean, I can also pick up artifacts, but I could make vulnerability a thing next turn as well. Let's go vulnerability. And then more vulnerability here. Okay. Okay, we need to find Studied Strike as soon as possible. It is absolutely the right card for us right now. It cannot be argued otherwise. Ooh. Okay. 1, 2. Even throw out a dervish, and then damage medium clears it up a little bit for us. It's just fairy fires and strikes here. Enemy's already weakened, so we'll go attack, 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 getting us a good damage medium out there. And polish him off with a riposte. Lovely. Splendid form at the start of your turn. Gain Inspiration 100. Really, really, really powerful, but not with the deck that we're trying to run right now. Rhapsody. It's a familiar word right there. Perform any melody you have the notes for, regardless of their order. So a Rhapsody is a particularly, what would you call it? Eccentric, energetic suite of music. So this is not necessarily, this is probably named after the name of the style of music, but I'm still gonna look at it and go, yeah, what up? It's Rhapsody. Perform any melody that you have the notes for, regardless of that order, and upgrades to choose a note to cue before you do that. But here's the magnum opus, and I was just talking about it, wasn't I? I was just talking about it. Yep, gotta take it. Damage up. It's definitely damage up, and I don't want to get rid of my gold. Oh, sorry, energy up. Definitely energy up, and I don't want to get rid of my gold. Let's take a Philo Stone there, thank you. All right. Studied Strike. So I can go to this really early shop to try and pick it up. And I will, I guess. Usually I end up mailing from a plan like that, but no. Seems good. Double attack. No. Actually, I can play all of these cards, right? Discard a card. Yeah, I can play all of them. So we'll go double attack. Fine, I'll weaken you. I was planning on getting the attack up there, but I dumbed. I did a dumb instead of getting my attack. Oh well. That's fine. Vulnerability to an enemy. Can't really do anything about that right now. Can weaken the enemy basically until its final days though, so that I'll have to do. Neat. It's set up for a reasonable dervish right now. Discordant Voices, Magnum Opus, Riposte. Seems the only thing here. Right. We're not able to get Divine Protection right now. I guess if I drew... Really? There's no defense at all in our hand. That would have been useful, that would have been useful, that would have been useful. I mean, I already knew that I'd drawn past them all, so I should have known. It's just me being bad right there. That's a bad Rhapsody. What about a match? Do I go for... Magnum Opus feels like it needs to happen. Let's inspire Magnum Opus. Discordant Voices Riposte. Then I'll throw out a Vicious Mockery as well. Weaken the enemy, and then Demoralize to weaken them basically forever. And I've even got Vulnerability I can apply next turn. Working out way better than I thought it would. Yeah, that should have been another weaken. Oh well. I am obviously going to get better at this character over the course of the time that I spend with them. At the moment, I do expect to be making a hell of a lot of misplays because it's first time playing a new character. Well, ish. Vulnerability does not affect the effects from the melodies. Got it. I should have recognized that last episode, but better late than never. And yeah, we covered. Nate. Okay, Lingering Performance. All inspiration you currently have affects one additional card. Exhaustive 2, upgrades to Exhaustive 3, Feast on Fear. No, no, no. Fine to take none of those. Strike into Vicious Mockery gives us our first attack up. Then I'll Fairy Fire, Double Strike, setting us up for damage medium next turn if I want it. And I do. Inspire Riposte. Inspire, Magnum Opus, Riposte. And heck, I'll demoralize as well. Should I? Yep. Because now I can artifact next turn if I desperately want to. I guess I can also throw the vulnerability here to try and get through the enemy's artifacting. That's probably a good idea. So what, I can gain 15 block this. I think I just have to go for the full block this turn. If I discard that first, though, I can get my attack up. That's neat at the very least. Alright. Thunderwave into Strike, into Dervish for the kill. Life Drain. I mean, Life Drain after Magnum Opus in particular is going to be just really insane. There's not many upgrades on this floor, I'll say that much. Alright, set up Dervish in this first turn and then use it on the second turn, hopefully. Right. Fairy Fire, then Magnum Opus sets us up for a Thunder Wave that's actually pretty good. And then I can even attack up after it. And then damage small at the very end in order to get my clear. Well, at least get my clear on one of them. And then on two of them. Dang. Not on the third. Do have the ability to suddenly generate a small block, but it's just demoralized Strike, right? Go straight for the kill. Red Mask. At the start of each combat, apply 1 weak to all enemies. Look at object, blink, take 50% less damage return. No. Fire Potion? That actually seems like the right layout of relics of potions for me. There we go. Mnemonic Vestments. Unplayable. Startup. Choose any card in the deck and shuffle a copy of that card into your draw pile. It costs 0 until played. Denies you a card draw in order to get a free card, but, like, I can take Splendid Form and Mnemonic Vestments right now. There's no way I can turn that down. That's too powerful to turn down. I've only got 2 more hops. I'm happy to hop over here. Hey, 50-50 bit. Toy Battleship, by the way, whenever you enter a rest site during the next combat, the first card played each turn also draws 1 card. Let's get the upgrade on Splendid Form first, because it's twice as effective. Okay. I suspect I might want to artifact and get the steroid potion out here. Fairy Fire y'all. Go for a strike followed by Vicious Mockery on the back line. Take my large damage against all y'all. Hit the back line for a kill. I've got a damage small that can hit everyone. Which is fine, I guess. Quick Song discards Mnemonic Vestments. Very glad that we actually have that effect out. Beautiful. Everything's working pretty much as intended here. Double Splendid Form. Magnum Opus obviously needs to be played every single combat, though. Thunder Wave. Okay, never mind. I guess I'll take my attack up and then defend afterwards. We didn't think we were going to spend this long here. And then Life Drain for billions of damage. I'm Memori. Negate the next 2 curses you obtain, Nate. As well as Covetous Aura. Whenever an enemy gains strength, you gain the Strain Strength. You don't gain strength during your combat, so it'll be Donu and Decker. Next, like, big strength gain fight. Right? Yep. Donu and Decker. I mean, obviously the heart as well, but the heart is so far away. And also doesn't really gain strength quickly. It's quite slow. Like, it's faster for us to gain strength by just actually playing correctly the melodies to do so. I don't want to take another life drain. I kind of like the idea of just having 1 life drain in the deck as like a little splash of life drain. Oh, Bloodshot! Alright, so this is a hubris thing in particular. What it is a shop where you spend your HP. Whenever an enemy dies, transfer any weak or vulnerable it has to a random enemy. Oh yes, that's going to be one that we take. There's also a Potion Belt, a Tin Flute. At the end of this run, choose 1 card in this deck. You start your next run with that card in your deck. Reverence, right-click during combat to activate, usable once per turn. Play an attack card from your hand at no cost and exhaust it. That'd be really good for playing Dervish, by the way. Sling of Courage, start each combat, elite combat rather, with 2 strength. Chemical X, effects of your X-Cost cards are increased by 2. You have no X-Cost cards, my understanding is in this deck. Yeah, we don't. Evasipated Box. These are relics you can only get here, by the way. Evasipated Box, future boss choose have 1 additional relic to chest from. The Fruit Bowl changes to max HP or increased by 50%, and macro transactions lose 100 gold and immediately kill all non-elite, non-boss enemies on right-click in combat. I actually don't really want any of these except for the Strange Heart. Happy Flower is pretty good, but I don't do I want to lose that HP? Maybe I want to lose that HP. I mean, card removal is fine, but it can be used any number of times and it increases its cost by 2 per usage. So I could just stand here constantly trying to card remove. Seems like a bad idea, though. I don't know what is happening here. If I hover over that, it's just an awful sound. I'll take that P-Flower. Bag of marbles. Is that good? It is. Stop giving me good things. I'll run out of HP. I want to go up here and then probably hop across. Happy Flower is obviously hanging out. We can see O Memorial on our belt as well as the Strange Harp. Every note played on this harp sounds eerie. What is it? Newsums? on the other side of the body here, and then we can see, obviously, the bag of marbles on the floor, ready to spill towards enemies. Smiling mask. Merchant's card removal service, they always cost 50 gold. Neat and good to see. Mnemonic Vestments is obviously going to hit Splendid Form in almost every combat I use it in. Let's get the attack up. Go. Fatty Fire. Fatty Fire gives vulnerability again. Sure, I guess I can stack vulnerability on the enemy. Sure. Ooh, there's a Splendid Form. Actually, I'll be using an Energy Potion this turn, because I want to play Splendid Form and Life Drain. Splendid Form, I'll Quick Song to discard a Strike, then naturally play my own Life Drain, getting an attack up available, and a single defend thereafter is good for us. I kind of want to leave Magnum Opus until the end of the turn. Inspiration stacks additively with itself, so there's no reason to really change my mind on that, I don't suspect. Yeah. That said, if I do this and then Thunderwave, while also doing a ridiculous amount of damage, that's an attack up for us, then I'll even weaken you. I'm going to strike to get medium damage, and then I'll even demoralize. Ow, I'll take a fair whack of damage there myself. And go straight for the kill. Lovely. Stone Calendar. At the end of turn 7, deal 52 damage to all enemies. Discordant Voices again. I mean, yeah, I guess. Yeah, I can still kind of use that. Alright, don't kill me. I kind of want to get like a second copy of Thunderwave, because Splendid Form is going to be fine, but if Splendid Form ever gets out, I'm already okay. So, like, a second copy of Thunderwave helps me kill the minions on the field. And they're going to be obviously our largest problem. Draw a card. Ooh. That'll be my first attack up. Lovely. At least I got one of them down in the first turn, so the Gremlin Leader is not guaranteed to attack this turn. Discordant Voices. I'll even throw out the Weaken because I'm about to cycle away from it. Then I'll Magnum Opus at the very end, setting us up for Thunderwave. Beautiful. That's exactly what I hoped it would. I think I'll actually just strike Dervish here. Go for damage medium, and then throw out Demoralize Vicious Mockery for the kill. Pendiv, every 10th attack you play deals double damage, as well as new. Apply 1 weak and 1 vulnerable to a random enemy for each debuff I have queued. No. None of these? Yeah, none of these. Card removal, maybe? Just normal strike out of the deck, I feel. A shame, to be sure, but it's fine. Mnemonic Vestments, yeah, I've very rarely drawn that twice. Magnum Opus does need to be cheaper. And so does the other power. Oh, Splendid Form! Good opening turn, that. Really good roll. Let's go Discordant. Oh my gosh. Then I think I'll Life Drain. Follow that with a quick Dervish Dance. And then Damage Medium. Why not? 2 defends thereafter. Your turn. I have to make sure that I play Magnum Opus. And then get my kill. False Life. Gain 10 temporary HP. Gain 2 additional temporary HP for each defense you have queued. Upgrades to 3. Not super into that one. I'm going to take the upgrade on Discordant Voice as well. This deck is weird. Splendid form. Guess I'll weaken here, right? Because otherwise I'm just going to run out of it anyway. Then I'll Dervish Dance literally just to set up Damage Medium. Cancel. Beautiful. Great, so now I perform Damage Medium to all my enemies. Wake up in the morning, first thing I do, destroy all my haters. I'm gonna go Discordant into Thunderwave here, I fear, as well. Hell of a lot of damage out of that. Ooh, that's cruel. Attack up as well? Yeah, it seems like a good idea. Okay, what do I want to follow that? I guess I want a normal attack to follow that. So we'll Quick Song the strike out of the hand. I'll riposte the frontline myself. Then use Damage Medium, killing the frontliner. And yeah, I can actually demoralize here as well. Set up vulnerability on everyone? Sure. Ooh, you took the Splendid form that wasn't 0 cost out of my deck. Thank you very much. It's actually quite appreciated. Alright. Another Splendid form. But I'm just going to casually Life Drain for billion HP. Just doing some quick calculations. But yeah, it was a billion. Exactly. Funnily enough. So, your next 2 cards have Inspiration 200. Got it. Yeah, at the start of your turn, you start with 2 Inspiration 200 rather than 1 Inspiration 400. Yeah, because if you get Inspiration 400, I suspect, I suspect the game just concedes at that point. Demoralize? Sets up with another vulnerability, and then... Nice. Get further into damage. We're almost completely blocking the incoming already. Wild. Strike, strike, and that would have been Dervish at the very end if it needed it. Didn't need it, though. Alright, shifting. Well, we've seen previously how powerful shifting can be. Focused, gain inspiration X 100. Refund 1 on the upgrade, so I'll be able to cast 1 spell. That stacked on Splendid form might work. But Reverse Gravity. Deal 15 damage and apply 1 weak to all enemies. Next turn, deal 15 damage and apply 1 weak to all enemies. Again. I mean, it's good. Real good. Focused. Oh, God. Imagine if I had the... Oh, what was it called? Thank, Ryan. Thank. Imagine if I had the Chemical X. There we go. That would be wild as hell. I think I'll take Reverse Gravity because I don't really have a good 1 mana card other than Thunderwave. Ooh, and Life Drain. Thunderwave and Life Drain. But still, I'm relying on Thunder, like exclusively Thunderwave or Life Drain being in the same hand as Focused. I think instead of Focused, I'm just going to use Magnum Opus as kind of like my faux focus, right? Reverse Gravity also has a great effect in summoning those 3 notes. Real good. Do I want the extra energy? I do. I do. I don't have much draw, but this will guarantee that I always get to play the Splendid forms. I will always get to play the forms Splendid. Alright, straight up midline here, pretty much. I'm actually going to take the second Dervish dance here. Hey, drew it in the opening hand as well. Lovely. Everyone's vulnerable. And Dervish dance. Yep. Studied Strike. Oh, dude. We got it. We got it. Okay, so Studied Strike. What is Studied Strike? Studied Strike is deals 8 damage, applies 2 additional damage, or rather deals 2 additional damage for each stack of weak or vulnerable on the enemy. I don't know if we necessarily needed that anymore. Also, getting a second Magnum Opus in this deck is hilarious. I don't know if we necessarily needed that anymore, but I'm fine to have it, I guess. Alright, I think I just ignore my notes here for a while, I think. Reverse Gravity already sets up a weakness in AoE. Let's weaken you for another turn as well. I did not know it was going to have an effect attached. I love it. Let's go for another damage small. It's like an enemy dying in one of the side-scrolling Mario games. None of those, thank you. I'll take the healing back to full HP and not getting a curse. Ooh, I'll take the Relic and no curse. The Relic, of course, being Warped Tongs at the start of your turn, upgrade to random card in hand. By the way, Terracotta Horse, gain energy at the start of your turn, raise your Ascension level by 5. So I just incurred normal enemies are deadly, or elites are deadly, or bosses are deadly, heal us after boss battle, decide to run damage, which is obviously way worse than Philosopher's Stone's downside, because enemies get way more strength just from those levels of deadlier. A shame, to be sure. But gives us the extra energy as well. Terracotta Horse, my understanding, is unless you have the Ascension Plus mod that gives you higher levels of Ascension, as well as... I think Ascension Plus also gives you lower levels of Ascension, like up to -50. But unless you have that mod that allows you to have Ascension levels up to, I think, 25, Terracotta Horse can't show up at Ascension 20. Almost every single time I see this relic, I'm asked that question, so I'll just address it here. No, they don't work like that. Well, hopefully we have a good attack here. Unfortunately, we are weak. Yeah, I guess I will Studied Strike, but not particularly into it. Go Vicious Mockery weaken. Strike Riposte gets us a pickup of attack up as well. Demoralize? I'm just gonna strike, get my attack up. Throw out the Demoralize and then Life Drain, just set myself up a wee bit better. Magnum Opus on Dervish Dance is nice, but not great here, I think. I can quick song the reverse, but I can't play Magnum Opus first if I want to do that. I think I might quick song the... Maybe he's already vulnerable. Yeah, I think I might quick song the Dervish. Getting myself damage medium. Then I'll Magnum Opus the reverse gravity for 133 damage. Oh my gosh. And finally deal damage small. Real close to keeping myself safe that turn. Get dunked. Cutting words. No need for any of those. How many more upgrades are really one in the deck? Quick Song. Mnemonic. Maybe reverse gravity, but it's like 6 extra damage over the course of 2 turns. I'm gonna go up the mid lane still. Double defend, get the damage small out while it's available. Obviously, I'm not attacking next turn if I can help it. What do I want to queue here? It's Quick Song the Dervish Dance to get a attack up. Continue to hold. Enemy's still vulnerable next turn. Wait, what? Wait, what? Of the next card? Where? What? Quick Song gives you block. Ryan. It's not just attacking, it's defending as well. Sorry, that's my bad. Alright, let's Inspire. Spire Life Drain, definitely. Standard Strike thereafter. Pick up my attack up easily. Double the effectiveness of that, then go for Thunderwave. Do want to weaken you again? Sure. There we go. That's our first damage. This is going to be more. This is definitely going to be more. Ow. Discordant, Splendid, and Defend is basically all we can do here. But if we defend first, then we can also get a small block. Ow! That hurt. Hey, got upgraded to be ethereal. Nice to see it. Let's go Discordant into Thunderwave. Pick up an attack up. That was all wrong, wasn't it? It was. That was awful. Oh god. Oh god. No, 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 no. Don't. I can pick up a defense up here. This large block is out of my reach right now. What else do I have access to? Inspire? No, not really. I think I just have to take the defense up, play this defend. Alright. Whew. It could have been a lot worse. There we go. Strawberry. Raise max HP by 7, as well as draw a card, gain energy equal to its cost, and draw 1 card. It's pre-upgraded, I just take that, right? Yeah, I'm just gonna rest. I don't like how close that came to total annihilation there. Attack up, and then Fairy Fire for defend. I can also make you vulnerable again next turn. I suspect I have to. Alright. We'll go Discordant Voices, Life Drain. A Studied Strike into Attack Up. Then Reverse Gravity. I'm mostly doing the reverse... Yeah. Mostly did the Reverse Gravity there just because I wanted to see how it was going to affect the enemy. And I was not disappointed. It was visually everything I wanted it to be. Magnum Opus Strike and then Dervish seems good. I'll take another attack up, thank you. Let's even... Demoralize, defend, or defend, demoralize? Is there any reason to do them in any order? Yeah, defend, demoralize. I can inflict vulnerability here, but actually I want artifacts because the enemy is, yeah, going to make me weak this turn. And I can't get artifact anyway. Never mind. I'll take the vulnerability as I get it. Let's go Discordant, Splendid. One giant vicious mockery. Hell, I'll even quick song. And Inspire at the very end as well. Alright. Time for a giant reverse gravity. Well, Sift doesn't have any other negative effect. Yeah, 107. Sorry, 106. Pretty decent amount of damage right there. Darkstone Preempt. Whenever you obtain a curse, increase your max HP by 6, as well as another Studied Strike. Sure. Seems to work well enough. Kunai, every time you play 3 attacks in a single turn, gain an additional dex. And Crystal Statue. Gain energy at the start of your turn. Breaks after you take 20 unblocked attack damage. I mean, I think I may just avoid that elite fight so that I don't have that trigger. And sure, let's try and go to the heart. I don't suspect we'll have a particularly successful time there, but we'll give it a go. Give it a red hot go. Mantle of Inspiration upgrades pretty well, actually. Ice Cream is fine here because it's actually really good, isn't it? Ice Cream's incredible. Ice Cream's absolutely incredible here. Yeah. It's what? It's incredible because I generate so much energy that it's really difficult for that not to be incredibly effective. On guard. Gain 7 block, deal 7 damage. Inspiration affects this card 2 times, 3 times on the upgrade. And that's exactly what we're going to want. Because we have ridiculous inspiration occasionally. Upgrade all cards you normally heal. Well, that's just going to kill us next floor, unfortunately. So can't really justify that one. Let's get a second copy of On Guard, actually. Discordant into Dervish gives us an attack up. I'll On Guard and reverse gravity. Get myself that extra point of dex, and then weaken before I Fairy Fire, and then weaken even once more. I can even weaken another time after that. Weaken one more time. Alright. Discordant. Defend. On Guard gets us a dex up. Then I'll Life Drain and Studied Strike, because of course I am. Look at how effective it is. Demoralize. Yeah, this works. I want extra vulnerability, so I defend before I demoralize. Throw out another vulnerability, attack naturally, and then Splendid Magnum Opus. Alright. Draw me mine. Never mind. I guess Studied Strike is still lethal here. For 253 damage, I'd say so. Girya, you can now gain strength at rest sites up to 3 times maximum. And another studied strike, as well as another discordant voices, as well as another life drain. Life drain's actually probably the most impactful here, let's be real. But do I want it? Yeah, I should. Let's get rid of the explosive potion for an attack potion. Attack potion's pretty good when you have the build that I've. 350 on the Magnum Opus. Ridiculous. Alright. So it's Splendid Form, Fairy Fire. Throw in a Demoralize. Strike naturally? No, I shouldn't even strike. Just Magnum Opus and end my turn. Lose 1 on my Crystal Statue. But my first card this turn does 109 damage by itself. Unfortunately, the damage it does next turn is apparently only going to be 15. Sadly. Enemy's already weakened. So I'll set up that Thunder Wave. Pick up my attack up, and then it's just Discordant Defense. Fine. Actually, this will be fine. Deal 29 damage, and then deal 29 damage, yeah. So that I don't have to lose so much of my Crystal Statue there. The second Demoralize is obviously hilariously good here. On Guard needs to be upgraded, and so does Demoralize. Demoralize is going to be next floor. 4 of them at the moment. Let's get a second On Guard in the deck. Okay. Let's start by hitting him with the Life Drain. Right, then Fairy Fire, giving me the ability to naturally weaken the enemy, so now I can Demoralize for an actually significant amount. Seems good. Actually, I could have set up Draw that turn. Dang. Again, I am going to get better at this character. I feel like I'm gradually getting better at this character. I just need to take my time. So this hero, by the way, this boss, intends to use Mysterious Magic on its turn. It is unfocused. On taking attack damage, it loses 1 focus. That focus cannot go below 0. And these are its queued attacks, right? So Hypnotic, it will apply Befuddled. Befuddled transforms cards at the start of my turn. So I draw my full hand, and then I choose which cards to transform. And it looks like it's going to be doing 3 attacks, so it'll also deal 9 and deal 9. So I'm going to take 16 damage and the Befuddled effect. Savvy? Can't lose Demoralized. Lose both of those. Lingering Echo on Demoralize. Oh my gosh. Alright. Lingering Echo. We demoralize the enemy again, and then we demoralize the enemy again after we weaken them. Hell yes. Studied Strike is now 114 damage without any inspiration, by the way. So 34 stacks of vulnerability and weakness. So 34 by 2 is 68. 68 plus 8 is 76, and 76 plus the effect of vulnerability is plus 38. So 76, 38 is 114. Yep. So it does total the damage from deal 8 damage and then deals 2 additional damage for all of those stacks. It totals that damage, and then it applies the vulnerability effect. Which makes sense. Oh, Terracotta Horse also sits there. And the Kunai is in the back. And the Pendib is even out the back. Oh, beautiful. I haven't even noticed those in just a moment. And the mask is on the other side of the face. I suspected it was going to be worn on the front side, but that'll work too. Let's go with vulnerability applied, and yeah, just deal some damage. Some damage, some casual damage right there. Enemy summons baby Snecko. That Snecko is actually going to confuse us in a turn, which is terrifying. Get those defends out, I guess, because I'm trying to kill. Gain inspiration for... Oh, that's unfortunate. Choose an attack card. Okay. Skill. Attack. There's more attacks than anything else in there. I got Magnum Opus. Oh well. Wait, Magnum Opus is ridiculous. Yep, that'll do. Whee! On guard. And then I'll even inspire myself. Go for a thunder there too. Ooh, another on guard as well. Lovely. Do like me a good on guards. Continue weakening. And I'll get myself some more armor here. Beautiful. 4 days to the draw pile, okay. That's unfortunate, because it's about a third of my remaining draw pile. Yeah, and now I have to transform things I wouldn't have necessarily wanted to transform. Alright, Tarshish. Hideous Laughter would be perfect for the Studied Strike build. But I guess there's multiple different ways to affect a Studied Strike. Oh. Obviously. Yeah, I guess there's multiple different ways to affect a Studied Strike build. And not just that, but multiple different good ways. Because you could just do what I'm doing, which is weaken invulnerability or demoralize stack, you know. Seems like there's a couple different ways to skin this cat. Sift is important, so the other two go. Echo. Alright, let's go Discordant Sift. See if we get an attack out. And we do. Beautiful. Okay, so we'll go Echo. Lingering Echo there to get an attack up. Allowing us to play Life Drain once. And it stays in our hand. And then we play it again. And I get myself another attack up. Get strong. Come on. Studied Strike. Really? No Studied Strike for me? Off key. How dare you read me like this, my singing. Yeah, it's just demoralized. Sorry, it's just a reverse gravity, right? Yep. That'll get him done. All right. Now we just have to see whether or not we're actually even capable of standing up to the heart. I would not be entirely surprised. Hell, I would actually be entirely surprised if the Spire, Shield, and Spear didn't beat us. Yeah, Demoralize needs another upgrade. Studied Strike is going to be the best way to kill, I think. Enlightenment. I have enough energy. Enlightenment's not a problem. Oh, or not a thing that I care about. Guard point's a good way to get defense. I'm not going to be able to naturally defend anyway. I need to focus on picking up max HP. Sorry, not max HP, temp HP. Alright, Mnemonic Investment. Let's go Magnum Opus so we can try and just dunk one out of existence. Like, it's It is what I asked for, but it's not how I asked for it, you see what I mean? Or maybe it is. Yeah, that'll work. Let's go. Another weekend. Neat. Dunk him upside down again. Then I'll inspire my way into... Oh, probably on guard, right? Oh, no. 94 damage seems a little bit better than that. Okay. So apparently that combat isn't going to kill me. Funny. Power Potion as well as Heroism. Gain 5 temporary HP again. That's a really good card. Ooh, that's a good card. Whoo, that's a good card. Shout? No, not a good way to... Because the enemy will purge any strength removal that I put on him. I think I might want another copy of Life Drain. Or is it another copy of Demoralize? Maybe it's another copy of Studied Strike even. Studied Strike. Alright, let's start with the Strength Potion, then a Par. Par gets us... Whenever you gain... lose block or temporary HP, deal 2 damage to all enemies. We're going to lose that constantly, right? Because every single time we play a card, we take a hit. So that's a pretty good way to get that. And I think I'll take 110. Yeah. 131. Just got some HP. Seems good for me. Woo! Good temp HP. Alright. It's obviously Splendid, Strike, Strike, Dervish. But, yeah, I effectively just blocked last turn for this turn. And I'm not going to be able to get any more block here, so incoming damage is 90 on the enemy right now. The Philo Stone is particularly bad here. Alright, can I weaken the enemy? Yes, I can. That's going to be really effective. Even demoralized there. Getting another vulnerability out, and then riposte. Neat. That could have been a lot worse than it turned out to be. As in, we could have died. Let's start with On Guard for ridiculous billions of damage. Discordant into Sift. Thunderwave picks us up and attack up before we inspire into Reverse Gravity on a heart. That one looks funky. I'm not going to bother double defending thereafter. Studied Strike is not too far from Rule Hilarious here. Oh, hello, Studied Strike. Pretty good, right? It's using the Ironclad end screen. This is part of the reason that I did want to get the Bard to succeed, just so that I could see if there was an individual splash screen at the very end for the Bard. There isn't. That was a beyond perfect one as well. Damn. So I think what we're going to be doing here is just climbing the Ascension levels with the Bard. I can't guarantee that we're going to go all the way to Ascension 20. I mean, that would spend a very long time on the Bard, and I would probably want to rotate to other characters and feature other mods. But I think it can be done. I'm not even good at this character yet, and I've managed to win both of those. So I think every single Bard episode that I do, I'm just gonna go for the next highest ascension level. Until next time, my name is Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Slay the Spire. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.